The state of Tampa, Florida has now just taken away both my mom and dad's parental rights illegally now, meaning I or my mom or dad or even Abby and Alex may never get to see us or each other ever again. I may never get to hear my little sister's voice or hear her call me Bia or Bannon ever again, or hear my little brother's voice. I love Abby and Alex more than anything, and these thugs of the state, Andrew Warren, Sheriff David Gee, the CPS and DCF, are profiting off my little sister and brother and your sister or brother or child. What child deserves this? What child deserves to be told they aren't loved and that their parents are going to die? No child does. Let the state of Florida and Andrew Warren see children as a money sign. They never even asked me, the own brother, if I could take them, which I have rights over, and I can take them into my care, Abby and Alex. But we may never get to see them ever again, because Andrew Warren cares more about money and child trafficking than families and children. Look at my little sister's face and see her expression as she talks to me for the first time in almost a year. Because they say I'm dangerous. Ever since I turned 18, I'm magically just dangerous to my own brother and sister. They say and call me dangerous because I'm 18. I can take them into my care, but they don't want that. They want their paycheck, and my little sister Abby is their paycheck, their bonus.
Hey, Abby. Abby? Abby?
So talk to Brandon.
Abby.
I miss you.
I love
You can just see how much my little sister misses and loves me, her big brother, and even Alex from the pictures. Doesn't that face just break your heart? It's been over a year since I've seen her, or my dad has. They won't even let my own mother see her own babies. 2 years of her life have been stolen. 2 years we'll never get back. My parents missed both her kindergarten and first grade years. Do you know how that affects a parent? What parent deserves missing their child grow up? Abby will never be the sage again. Soon she'll be a big girl and won't want to play dollies anymore, or like little girl cartoons, or even talk the way she does. You can see just how much Abby fears these animals. As soon as they walk in, she immediately gets scared. And can you blame her? They've already told her that her mommy and daddy were going to die. A baby like Abby, she's 6, 7 years old, would never say that about her mother or her father, that they were gonna die. Who told her that then? Who told her that? Who said that? Aren't you her child advocate? Shouldn't you know? Shouldn't you know? You should know. If you didn't say it, then who knew? You're her child advocate, aren't you? You're her protector. You're supposed to keep her safe. You're her child advocate, aren't you? You're her protector. You're supposed to keep her safe. That they don't love her. I mean, look at this.
To show you, I've seen so much horrible things from the state, from Florida, from the CPS. In family courts, but this is by far the worst thing I've seen. The children have a bond with one another. That means Alex and Abby, the 6-year-old and 13-year-old, the ones they want to keep.
Minimal bond? Just look at these lies. These people are criminals who write lies and false narratives so they can steal your children. These animals, these pigs, took my parents' parental rights away for this. Look at this minimal bond bullshit.
May have a minimum bond with their older sibling, Brandon, who turns 18 on July 7, 2016. They're saying that Abby, who loves Brandon so much, doesn't love her, doesn't love him. Just a minute.
Brandon?
Again, look at Abby, and did you hear her voice?
Brandon? Brandon?
She was so happy to see me and wanted to talk, but as soon as they walked in, she didn't speak. Abby loves talking to me.
Abby was just on tape crying about Daddy. The children will not suffer severe harm from termination of all for no lights, people. All because we had no lights and we protested. This is your government. This is America. This is CPS. This is the family courts. This is sick.
They tell you nothing. I haven't heard in over a year of what's happening to them or where they're at. Abby and Alex have been kidnapped by the state of Florida. They're being held hostage and can't leave or even have access to the internet. Is this right? Even if you were the worst parent in the world, you should still deserve to see your kids or hear of them. But the state, the CPS, and DCF tell you nothing. Let me remind you, this was all due to no lights almost 2 years ago now, and the lights or electricity was only off for a few days and turned back on just a few days later, yet they didn't give Abby and Alex or me back. So my parents decided to protest, and they said, "Stop protesting, you're upsetting the wrong people and that you'll never see your kids again. Is this not America?" They also said protesting has consequences.
But it's not illegal to protest.
No, but you have to understand that there are consequences.
Like what? Like what?
This is a consequence.
You protest and there's the consequences, so you never see your. That doesn't make any sense at all. That's just stupid. That's beyond crazy. That's retarded.
Okay, well, we're living it.
So if you protest in America, expect the government and state to steal your kids. They even have in the original court documents, my parents were good, loving parents, yet they still continue to steal my brother and sister illegally and take away both my parents' parental rights away? Oh yeah, that's right, Emily Peacock, you yourself, the family court judge, stated my little sister is worth $250,000 in court, you fat cow. And even though my dad is a good loving father, you threw him in jail, gave him no water for 3 days, and tried to kill him. Put him in jail for almost a year, just for aggressively arguing? That's right, the state attorney Andrew Warren himself stated that. So in other words, if you argue or protest against the government, expect to be put behind bars, or be thrown in jail, or be given a year sentence like my mom for protesting.
This is what they do to all families. These police are freaks. They dragged my mom like she was an animal just because she wanted to see her babies, and now they won't even let her own mother, see her own children, and they're arresting her for that? These police are truly filth. What kind of officers drag some mommy like she's some sort of animal? Stop attacking my mom! Stop!
Yeah, Miriam Balkenberg gave my mom a year sentence, community service, for trespassing. Oh, wait a minute. The sidewalk as well as the courthouse are both public property. So she didn't get a year sentence for trespassing, but protesting. Look at this.
Okay, need to back up.
Freedom of speech.
It's freedom of speech.
That's right. As long as you're back.
As long as you're on that side of these pillars.
Why can't it be on that side though?
Because this is courthouse property. That's
But can't we have freedom of speech everywhere?
The government cannot tell you where and where not you can protest. Secondly, the courthouse is owned by the people, just like the sidewalk and the roads are owned by the people.
That side of the pylons, you can stand out here and protest all you want.
Yeah, but like,
on this side, you're going to be in the courthouse property.
Yeah, but
You're not allowed to
okay.
protest on the courthouse property.
Yeah, but we have freedom of speech in the courthouse, don't we?
No, not on the courthouse property.
These are the police for you, these crooks. This is the government for you, telling you where and where you can't protest. What pigs. Not only that, I went to jail too for protesting. You can see my mugshot online. Miriam Valkenburg is one of the biggest crooks ever. Sending mommies to jail for protesting, sending kids to jail because they want to see their brother and sister or their children. This is sick. But as you can see, this is why they have taken my mom and dad's parental rights away. Because they're crooks and criminals, forcing my dad to take parenting classes when they illegally took away his parental rights, putting him in jail for almost a year, giving him no water or food for 3 days, not giving him a bed to sleep on, but the concrete floor next to the toilet, beating me up, sending me to jail, giving moms a year's sentence in jail for protesting, telling little kids their parents are going to die and that they aren't loved and that they have a minimal bond. These pigs just can't help themselves. Andrew Warren, Pam Bondi, Rick Scott, Bob Buckhorn, Mayor of Tampa, Sheriff David Gee, Miriam Bulkenberg, Tish, Vivian Corvo, Emily Peacock, Jay Taylor, Monica Pickering, the 13th District Courts can't help themselves. They just want to steal and sell your children so they can make money. And you see, they just aren't doing this to my family. They're doing this to all families across America. The government, the CPS, and DCF, they all profit off children, and this is how they do it. I, me, my mom, or my dad, or even Abby or Alex may never get to see us or each other ever again. This needs to end now. These pieces of shit have gone too far and long, and every single one of these bastards are going to prison. I want my little sister Abigail back, and my little brother Alex back.